Hey guys, welcome back to my builds. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my vacuum turbine and vacuum engine. Throughout the video, I will try to explain how some of these things work, as well as I will also be testing it with this V8. So first here, I want to go over this vacuum turbine. As you guys might know, if you've been watching my channel for about 2 months now, you would know that this vacuum turbine has been in a lot of videos. Whether it be this flywheel or no flywheel, or even the earlier stage I had where it was, instead of this opening on the top, it was an opening right here and it was like lapped around, just like a real turbo. That's kind of how I designed this actually. So anybody who's looking to build this, if you look at how a turbo works, just kind of build it that way. I built it with an airflow direction of this and then up. The intake is here. This is where you put the vacuum. Well, actually, technically it's the exhaust of it, but we'll call it the intake. And then this is obviously the throttle head and the exhaust of it, or the intake for the air. By moving this, you are blocking or controlling how much air can be sucked in. And so that's why when you have it down here, the thing moves slower, but when you have it up here, it moves a lot faster. Now, for anybody who's curious about how to make one of these, but has dealt with the issue of plastic melting or grinding, I like to use vegetable oil. Now, I'm not sponsoring them or anything, because, I mean, this is just all I had laying around in my house. But I just used vegetable oil on some of the axles and the just other components in there. Like for this vacuum engine that I'll be showing in a bit, I lubed up some of the cams and the, like I said, the axles. I also lubed up the piston and the cylinder walls with it. So, yeah. So now, as you guys might have seen by my video yesterday, I posted about this right here, which is another vacuum engine prototype design. It's very messy right now. It's very colorful, just because I built this off of a prototype. You can find the actual design of it on, I believe it's IcyungYT. It's on YouTube. It's a Lego vacuum engines channel. There's a specific tutorial for this. In order to build this though, you will need to make a 3D printed valve that's inside this housing. But other than that, you can either buy it from the creator or you can print it yourself with a simple, I forget what kind of file it is, but it's a 3D printing file. So right now I kind of just want to talk about the design of this thing because I think it's very important to go over it. I would have used a smaller flywheel like the one on my turbine here, but the issue was that I needed the inertia and the size and the momentum to keep this thing running because the single piston made it very rough and bumpy, I guess I could say. Anybody that runs like a lawnmower or anything would know that, because it would, with one cylinder it's not evenly distributed, but with 2 cylinders it's a bit better. But for now, since I have just 1 cylinder, this is how it's going to be. So I'm using this motorcycle flywheel that I got on lego.com for just the flywheel here. You might also notice that I have a cam part on this side just because it helps keep everything in place. Something else you could notice, obviously you can't see from this side, but when I was building here, I had a lot of parts that were even number connection, like beams and stuff like that. This beam was supposed to be a 6 long, but I only had a 7. I'm not trying to be that person with the meme, but there it is, 6, 7. But yeah, you'll see that in here I had that, and in the actual piston side of it, there was also some longer parts in there. It's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, there was some overextension there. I also built this frame over here on this wheel just to support it because when I first started this engine, I wasn't actually expecting it to turn over and run, but it immediately just took off and threw the flywheel at me, and I was like, oh, okay, so I should probably put a mount on it. Also, for the throttle here, there was supposed to be a 3D printed throttle, but I could not get the 3D printed throttle parts to work together. That's why it's not on there. I just built a Lego version. So that's why this is here. I just made use of a small hole here to act as the idle speed for it, and then as I move this up, the engine accelerates to the point where if you pull it up here, you'll see there's a little gap in the throttle head. and then that's where the engine stalls out. So pretty cool. Now for the moment you guys have all been waiting for, I'm going to be testing these engines and this engine and this turbine with a vacuum. Just before I start here, I just want to let you guys know it's actually going to be really loud, and it might actually be very difficult to get audio here, so sorry if you guys don't really get audio on it, but you will get to see this in action. Now, I know for a fact that you guys are definitely going to hear this one. Alright guys, well that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sure you guys saw there at the end I had to hold down the V8 with some 3-pound weights there, but you know, just to get a little bit of some audio in there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. You know, let me know what I should do in the comments. I've been thinking, should I do a cold start series on some of these? I think that'd be pretty awesome. Let me know in the comments. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.